Dennis Carl Wilson was born on December 9, 1944, in Inglewood, California. His brothers were Brian and Carl Wilson. Dennis grew up as the black sheep in his family, something he himself said. Dennis was the most likely to be beaten by his father, and in a quote said, "We had a shitty childhood. My dad was a tyrant. He used to wail on us, physically beat the crap out of us. I don't know kids who got it like we did." Dennis would connect with his brothers through music. Their mother forced Brian to include Dennis in the original iteration of the Beach Boys. The Beach Boys officially formed in 1961 and became an immediate success. Despite the band's image of California and surfing, Dennis was the only member to actually surf. The Beach Boys released 13 albums by 1968 and were soon to release their 14th by the time Dennis picked up two female hitchhikers on April 6th of that year. Those girls were Patricia Krenwinkel and Ella Jo Bailey, two women part of the Manson family. On April 11th, he saw them again and took them to his home on Sunset Boulevard. He talked to them about his involvement with the Maharishi, and they told him about their guru, Charles Manson. Dennis left to record and came back that night to find Manson in his driveway. Dennis walked into his home and found about a dozen people inside, mostly women. Dennis introduced Manson to multiple friends in the music business. Among them was Terry Melcher. Dennis and Manson had a friendship. The family were allowed to stay with and use Dennis, quite bluntly. Susan Atkins wrote that they had thousands of dollars worth of dental work done. Various sources claim that the Manson family racked up $100,000 worth of expenses, which, adjusted for inflation in 2025, would be $930,000, give or take. Even better, Paul Watkins crashed one of Dennis's cars, which is written about in Paul's book. Susan Atkins, wrote that they were in contact with well-known, respected people within the Los Angeles Beverly Hills community, and they were great at crashing parties. The Beach Boys recorded the song Never Learn Not to Love in 1968. Originally, the song was Cease to Exist by Manson. Allegedly, Manson traded any writing credit for cash and a motorcycle. Dennis eventually distanced himself from the family and moved in with his friend Greg Jacobson. Dennis Wilson passed away on December 28, 1983, and was buried at sea. He was 39 years old.